Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's G from Happiness and Crafting. So today I am still playing with the UV resin because I'm absolutely loving it, and I was just trying to find something that's quite easy for you to start off with, and I'm making some of these. They're little jump ring embellishments, and all I'm doing is popping down the jump rings on a sticky piece of tape like we did with the other embellishments on here, like that, and filling them with some lovely resin. And some of them I've added mica powders, and this one I've added glitter, and I'm just loving them. And these ones here are just blobs of the resin with the glitter in it onto some of your paper here. This is like parchment paper, and you can just make your own little embellishment. So if you're starting off with the UV resin, these are perfect just to get you used to it, and you can just make your own little tiny little embellishments. I know they're quite small, but I will do a close-up at the end of the video, some pictures. Now I've just got one of my old tags here. Now these you can just make, and you can just make them just like you would use any little embellishment like this, and I just think they're lovely. So they're all ready to go on. Just stick them on like that, and they're so simple to make. And these little ones here, just resin in the jump rings. Now they're a little bit sticky on the back because they've been peeled off of the sticky tape, but that doesn't matter because you can just stick them on there like that. But I just love them. Look at these. I'm loving the little blue ones with the glitter in them. I think they're gorgeous, and I think actually they'd be nice inside flowers, wouldn't they? I was just doing my calendar journal here, trying to finish off April's, which I have done now, and I just thought, look at that, doesn't that look lovely in one of the little flowers? So I might pop that on there. Let's see what the other ones look like. Let's see what we got on here. Look at that, doesn't that just look lovely? So I think I will be popping that on there. Just a little bit of Fabri-Tac, will stick that on there. Lovely. So my little calendar journal is getting quite thick now. So there we go. So this is how I'm going to do. So I just thought this would be a really nice little easy one. If you have some jump rings like this, and you just wanted a little project just to get you started, I think this is perfect. So let's just pop them. You can pop them in a little pot then, and you could just take them out and embellish whatever you want to. Little tags and things like that. So let's just make sure I am in view here. Yes, I am. I don't want to get too close, and I don't want to be too far away, so that's why I'll do a bit of a close-up afterwards for you. Now I have this pot of jump rings here, and they're all different sizes. I do have a link in my Amazon storefront for these, so you can go and take a look and just see what you think, just to show you which ones I have. So what I have done, I've taken the jump rings out. I've got a little bunch of different sizes. Now make sure when you do it that it lines up here, so where they join, make sure it's flat and they line up properly, so that it won't leak when you pop the resin in. And also I've got some tape, just some packing tape like this, clear one, and I've got the sticky side up, and I've stuck it down with some sticky tape. And also I'm going to do, I'm going to pop these on here just so they stick down. They need to be on some sticky tape because you want the edges sealed, so the resin doesn't leak out. It does still leak out a little bit, but you can just sort of like trim it off around the outside. So I'm just going to stick these little bits down on here. Got an awful lot here, just randomly on here like this. Just pick them up, pop them on. I just thought this was quite an easy project, and I wanted something, just something that you guys could do that was quite simple and not too sort of like hard if you're just a beginner. Now I'm just taking another flat piece of this acrylic block, and I'm pushing them down just to make sure they are stuck down properly onto that tape, so we don't have any little holes underneath it, so they're all stuck down. Now I'm going to mix up some resin. Let's just pop these across. Now, I think I like the glittery bits better than the mica powders for these. And I'm going to take my resin. This is the one I've got. I've also got a link to this. I will pop a link to the videos as well, the other resin ones that I've done. Other resin videos that I've done as well under the video. Now I'm going to go for this pea green. Look at that, just so that you guys can see how lovely and vibrant these are. These are Arteza glitters, and I have a great big box of them, so they are perfect. Look at this, just gorgeous. Now all I'm doing is mixing this up in a little bit, take some of it and oops, and just drop it into the middle of your jump rings like that. Again in here like this, just not too much, just enough so it covers sort of like the bottom of it. The more you put in, obviously the more likely it's going to flood out, so just pop a little blob in here. Just love them. That's it. Scrape it off. Oops, let's do the big one. There's a lot on there. Mix it around. Pop that in there. Now I won't fill all of them up because I'll mix another one. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make some of the ones which haven't got the jump ring around them. So I'm just popping a little blob like that on there. So you can use up all your little odd bits. If you're making something else with resin, you could, and you had some left over, you could just make yourself some little embellishments to stick onto things like this. And then there is no waste at all, is there? And that's like a little diddy one there. Not a lot on there. And there we go. Let me just wipe this off. Now I'm going to mix up another one. Let's get a clean base. Now if you've got another tip, if you've got a piece that's wrinkled up like that, just stick your nails into the corners like that and it makes it flat. So just stick your nails in round in the corners and then you've got a nice little flat piece and it's not all wrinkled up. So let me just pop that to the side. I am going to mix up another one. Let's have a little bit more resin on here. What colour should we go for? Let's have a look. Shall we go for, I've done purple and blue and green. Should we go for a nice bright pink? Look at that. This is Neo Taffy Pink. Gosh, that's very bright for me. But let's just give it a go. Because they're tiny little embellishments, this just gives you a little pop of colour on your work. Look at that. That's a very summery colour, isn't it? I think I have a little bit too much glitter. I'm going to add just a tiny bit more resin because that was quite thick. There we go. That's a bit better. Right, let's just blob that in here. Oopsie daisy. Not like that. Look at that. Perfect. I just love these. Now I'd probably pop them into my UV, under my UV lamp, not for about 99 seconds it has it. I've got 3 little settings on there. One's 30, one's 60 and one's 99 seconds. So there we go. Look at that. Let me just wipe that off. I've just gone and popped it on the edge like that. So I'm going to pop this under my little UV lamp, which is this one here. I have got a link to show you it as well in the Amazon storefront. When I mention the Amazon storefront, I really I don't want you to go and buy everything. I'm just pop it on there as well so you can have a look. You can see what I've bought and how much things are, and whether you want to pop it into your wish list for a time when your birthday or Christmas, or you fancy buying yourself a present or something. Just so you can see what I've actually got myself. So look, I'm just popping the rest of this onto here to make some little embellishments as well. So let's just plop these on. Obviously you can make different shapes of these as well if you wanted to, but I think just the little circles, just little blobs on like this are great. These would be great in a little, reminds me of the summer and sort of ice cream and things like that, doesn't it? I think it's because it's so nice and bright. There we go. That one there. Little one more, I think. There we go. Like that. And then this is just on the parchment paper, and it peels off really well off there. So let me just clean that. I'm going to just pop these little bits in the bin so I don't stick my fingers in it. So let's take these out. Let me just pop those in there for a minute. Now let's just see whether these are going to be dry. Now how I get them off, I just unstick it. If I can, pull the tape off. Let's go for this side. Probably easier. And then I'm just going to peel them off like that. Look at that. Put your little embellishment on there and just peel off lovely. I just think they are gorgeous, and it's a fantastic one if you're just starting out and you just wanted to try it out and you've got a couple of jump rings there. Just fill it up with a bit of resin and you've got yourself a lovely, lovely embellishment to pop onto your tags and your journals. Oopsie daisy. Stick those down, and I love them. Look at that, just gorgeous. Peel them all off. There we go, nearly done. Oops. And that was 99 seconds in there, so that's not bad, is it? And you've got your beautiful little embellishments like this. Now you can see, I don't know whether you can see, but I've got a little bit on the edge coming out, so I'm just going to snip that off, and you can just snip it off with a little pair of scissors and just tidy them up. And look at those, beautiful. I will definitely do a close-up because it's probably not easy for you to see how gorgeous they are. So I have a nice little bundle here. Let's have a look. Look at those. Do you think they are done? Let's see. See, look, they just peel off lovely. And you've got your little gems. Your lovely little gems on here, look. Little pink ones. Like that. Just perfect. Lovely, all ready for you to embellish whatever you like. Look at that, beautiful pink, isn't it? Fabulous. So I shall be making a few more of these and then popping them in a little pot ready to use. just so you've got your little pot of embellishments. So there we go, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Please do give it a go. This is the resin that I'm using, which is the UV resin. So you've got your resin, you have some jump rings, any jump rings will do, and either some glitter or anything. You can probably just have them. I don't know, what else could you put in there? Gems, glitter, anything. You could probably put a little sequin in there actually. That might be quite nice. I'll try that next time. So I'll be here all day, but there we go. There we go, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Please stay safe, take care, and I will see you soon. All right, guys, bye-bye.